Rodri just gave the green light to Barcelona and closer than ever to join Barcelona. Rodri rejects Real Madrid. Ladies and gentlemen, these past 24 hours is just pain after pain after pain after pain after depression for me as a Real Madrid fan. Because the amount of things that Fabrizio is saying, and he's saying a lot of things, and every single time I see a notification from Fabrizio Romano, I get a heart attack. I get a feeling that is not good feeling. You know that feeling that you're getting punched in the dream and you cannot punch back because every time you're trying to punch back, you just don't feel the power? It's like you're punching someone but he's not getting hurt and there's absolutely no force because you're in a dream and nothing is starting to work and then you're out there and he's punching the hell out of you? That's the exact feeling that I am feeling. I'm trying to punch and make fun of Barcelona fans but I can't. Because they're just punching me and it feels so bad and it hurts a lot, man. I have a black eye. I might have a black eye. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the news. Rodri has spoken to Deco and Hansi Flick and gave his green light to Barcelona in order to proceed in talks. Official contract proposal already in Rodri's agent's hands, and Barca also made contact with Manchester City, full speed for FC Barcelona. I'm going to skip a few things and go back to Fabrizio Romano because you guys only trust Fabrizio Romano. I covered this 4 months ago, by the way. Everyone said no way he's coming to Barcelona. Just know where you watched it first. Breaking. Rodri's agent confirmed he's picked Barcelona over Real Madrid. It is done. By the time I drop this video and upload this video, you guys probably already seen the here we go. Here we go probably already happened. Maybe I'm recording this video. I'm in my bookmark section in Twitter, right? I cannot go on to press home and explore and see if Fabrizio tweeted something else. Here we go might have happened. The deal might have been cancelled. I don't even know. But the thing is, let's be honest, Rodri has chosen Barcelona over Real Madrid. It is 90%, 95% done. And out of respect for Real Madrid, they have been class. Rodri has informed them that his decision to join Barcelona and, personal terms have been agreed, 100% agreed. Rodri has given the green light, his agent confirmed it, and they have been spoken to Real Madrid saying that we are not going to join Real Madrid. So this offer was here since last week, right? Look at this, right? One more thing from Fabrizio. Barcelona now official talk with Manchester City. I'm very confident. Initial indication for Barca open to pay fee slightly over 45 million. Man City in direct talks with higher price. Rodri wants Barcelona. What I do not understand of this whole saga, right? Sure, if you want to see it as it is, as a Barcelona fan, you probably saw us taking your interests or your transfer markets, right? Or your transfer targets. I have covered every single player that we got this season for Barcelona. Dumfries, I said, is going to Barcelona. He came to Real Madrid. Again, Real Madrid snatching Dumfries from Barcelona. Bernardo Silva, another target for Hansi Flick. He wanted him. I have covered it multiple times, and Fabrizio Romano has confirmed it multiple times as well. Real Madrid went and got Bernardo Silva. Who else we got? We got Diamonde. I don't know if he was really with Barcelona or linked to Barcelona. He wasn't. But Cucurella, unbelievable player. He was with Barcelona. He was linked with Barcelona, and we got Cucurella as well. So you getting a Rodri, not arguably, he is the best player out of the bunch, apart from Cucurella, I would say, because he is one of the better left backs in the world, right? This is a way of payback. Sure, this is a way of avenging us. Sure, this is a way of vengeance. Sure, you could say that. But this is the actual player that would have made a difference for the Real Madrid team. And that is why it's pissing me off. It's not pissing me off because the caliber of a Rodri is going to Barcelona. That's not what worries me. Because at the end of the day, Barcelona doesn't really need a player like Rodri, right? Especially with Pedri. They don't gel together. We saw it in the World Cup. It is what it is. Under Hansi Flick is going to be a different story, obviously. Obviously, they would force it to gel together. Maybe it would help in the national team as well. I don't know, right? But what happens to Frankie de Jong again? We don't know. Maybe he's going to hit the bench. I don't know. Maybe a rotation type of thing. But would Rodri accept a rotation type of thing? I don't think so. That's beside the case, right? Rodri would have been better for Real Madrid. This is what I'm about to say. He would have been better for Real Madrid because Real Madrid needs a player like Rodri in the team. While Barcelona, they don't need someone like Rodri in the team. Real Madrid wanted this brother because he is born in Madrid. He was in Atletico Madrid at one point. Maybe he didn't want to stub any toes and be in the bad side of Atletico Madrid fans and call him a traitor to join the other Madrid. Maybe that's the case. But at the same time, he didn't care because he wanted Real Madrid, right? it makes sense for him to go to Barcelona more because he's more Barcelona coded player, and there's a lot of things that apparently he wants to do the legacy of Pep Guardiola. As you can see in the screen, he has a better relationship with Barcelona players. It is a comfort place for Rodri to go to Barcelona, sure, but it just makes more sense to be in Real Madrid because for him, I think he would benefit Real Madrid more than Barcelona. That is why it's pissing me off to my core, man. Because we would have actually built a serious team. I think Cucurella and Rodri would have been elite signings for Real Madrid, an actual signing that we needed. Konate, Dumfries, Bernardo Silva, I'm so sorry for that, Bernardo Silva. These three players I'm not very sure about. I don't really rate them personally. I don't care about them. But these two players from Rodri and Cucurella would have been unbelievable. Because it would have changed the team. It would have gave it a system. It would have gave it some structure. It would have gave it some reassurance in the back as well. But nope, Rodri, we slipped up Rodri, and I blame Florentino Perez for this, man. The fact that I think what it was, he wasn't really about it, if that makes sense. He wanted him, sure, but at first he didn't want him because we all know that the other president he was going toe-to-toe with, he promised the fans that he will bring Rodri if he won the presidency, right? He didn't win it, and Perez being obviously stubborn, he didn't want to bring Rodri after everyone said bring Rodri to the club because Rodri himself said that his dream was to play for Real Madrid. He was literally begging us. He was literally twerking for us. And the fact that last week we gave him an offer, we finally approached him, right? And it took a whole week for him to accept. Man City didn't accept apparently, and Rodri himself didn't accept the terms, right? He was just waiting for other clubs. He was just waiting for more clubs to approach him and then see his options, right? And as soon as Barcelona came, he accepted it. Let's be honest here. Everyone is saying that, oh, it's because Real Madrid was cold and Rodri didn't want and got turned off and he didn't want to go to Real Madrid. That's why he chose Barcelona. Let's be completely honest here, Real Madrid fans. Let's not tell ourselves that BS of a reason. I think the only reason he dragged it for this week because he wanted interest from Barcelona. He wanted to go to Barcelona. I think the teammates, his national Spanish teammates, convinced him a while ago, since the World Cup, to join Barcelona because he was leaving Man City either way, right? And it's starting to make sense. He used us. He genuinely made fun of us. I think he laughed at our face, if anything, man. He was waiting for that Barcelona interest and jumped to Barcelona as soon as possible. I have never seen, if you have a contract for a week, if it took you a week to consider Real Madrid's contract, which is the same exact contract as Barcelona, they paying the same amount to Manchester City, right? Contract-wise, maybe Real Madrid was offering even more salary to Rodri. We don't know. But the fact that he stalled it for a whole week while Barcelona sent a contract last night and he accepted it in less than 24 hours? Do you really think that he was waiting for more clubs? He was just waiting for Barcelona's interest. He was waiting for a week or two. If there's no Barcelona interest, hey, I'm going to settle for Real Madrid. That is the way he was thinking, man. The fact that he stole a Ballon d'Or from Vinicius Jr. goes here, spits on our face again. This is my last straw, man. I'll be hate watching this brother for the rest of my life. I have said it. And I don't hate watch players anymore, and I said it multiple times. Every time Barcelona loses a game this season, Barcelona fans, all the reviews, the thumbnail is going to be the picture of Rodri. I don't care if he's even out for an ACL injury or whatever injury. I'm using his face. I'm going to pull up his face in a hospital and use it. Just as long as he's in the thumbnail. And once you get kicked out of the Champions League, mate, I'm going to use your face as well. Unbelievable. He used us for a better contract to go to Barcelona. Not even a better contract. I believe they're paying him less, but he goes to Barcelona. Again, understandable at the same time, right? Maybe he doesn't want to piss off Atletico Madrid fans. Comfort zone. It makes sense. He's Barcelona coded type of player. Everything says that he's a Barcelona player, right? But for him, for the team, what makes the team better is Real Madrid, in my opinion. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm joking. I have already lost sleep over it, but it is what it is. Rodri wanted to go to Barcelona. There's nothing you can do about it. At least he was respectful enough to call Real Madrid and say that I'm not coming. It is what it is. And the key role, we have seen it multiple sources, the key role, like I said, his teammates, the Lamine Yamals, the Gavis, the Pedris, the Olmos, and yeah, that's the key thing, right? And a lot of Barcelona fans I've seen on social media, a lot of Barcelona influencers on Instagram that I follow, obviously. Also, as you can see on Twitter as well, this one tweet I need to pull up. Am I the only Barca fan that doesn't want Rodri? 8.2 thousand likes, 3.2 thousand comments. Look at 1.9 million views and interactions. So 8.2 thousand people agree with this. Not even, I think I would say 50 to 100,000 Barcelona fans are saying that Rodri doesn't make sense for Barcelona because their main priority is a striker, obviously, and a centre back. That's what I've been saying for a very long time now. I don't think midfield is this issue. I think what's their issue is the attack and the defense. I think striker first, centre back second, maybe midfield a third, right? And they have jumped the gun and went for the midfield position, which is a third priority right now, which doesn't make sense. It's understandable that a lot of Barcelona fans are very hesitant of this thing because they have seen him play with Pedri, obviously at the same team and the World Cup. It didn't work out. Pedri had to go to the bench because obviously Rodri is just, he's a leader, he's the captain, he cannot leave the bench obviously, but like I said, Pedri went to the bench. He was coming in the second half sometimes in the extra times. And it makes sense as a Barcelona fan why you would watch the World Cup and see the chemistry between the two and see, okay, this is not working. If we bring a Pedri and Rodri and start them every single game, would we have enough attacking positioning? Would we have enough attacking runs? Would we have those risky runs that Merino used to take in the World Cup? I don't think so. Genuinely, I do not think so. Because up front, what do you have? Olmo, inconsistent. Fermin makes sense, but he's more of a center attacking midfielder, really, not a center mid type of role. And I think Hansi Flick plays a 4-2-3-1, if I'm not mistaken, anyways. So I don't know what's going to happen. The double pivot, he's going to take the role of Frenkie de Jong. What happens to de Jong? Another question. This is going to lead to fights between Hansi Flick, de Jong, the dressing room. What's going to happen to that once Rodri comes in? Maybe it's going to shake up some things. Maybe Rodri and de Jong not going to go toe to toe or eye to eye. Maybe they don't like each other. Again, what's going to happen between Hansi Flick and de Jong? I don't know. Maybe Pedri gets benched. We do not know. But hey, being this much efficiency in the midfield for Barcelona and how much names they have, they don't have to worry about who gets injured anymore, man. I don't think they need to worry about who's the injuries in the midfield. But again, at the same time, you're using 45 to 50 million euros, which is an absolute steal to buy Rodri, right? It makes sense. It's very cheap in the market, right? But you're using that 50 million where you could have invested in a striker. This doesn't make sense. This screams that Alvarez is 100% not coming to Barcelona. I think the chances went from 80% at the start of this transfer window. It went down to 60% after the Barcelona Atletico Madrid had a beef. And now I think it's down to 40 to 30% of Alvarez coming to Barcelona. He wants it, Atletico's not letting him. And now they used a lot of their budget on Rodri as well, which is a third priority in my opinion. So Barcelona, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know which type of striker that you need to look now. I don't think Alvarez is going to come now, because Alvarez alone is like 200 million. But in my opinion, that World Cup run that I saw, a 39, 40-year-old Messi is still carrying that team and for Argentina, which is insane, right? Greatest of all time, obviously. But at the same time, he's 40 years old, and you expect Alvarez, who is priced at what? Atletico was saying we will sell him for 500 million or something. Remember those reports? 500 million for an Alvarez. I love Alvarez. I don't have anything against Alvarez, right? But 500 million, even 300 million, even 200 million, even 150 million. Alvarez is insane, right? Sure, with the right tactics. Maybe in Argentina he didn't have the right tactics or the right coach. But come on, man. 150 million, really? Against a stubborn Atletico Madrid board as well. I think Barcelona are so turned off from that deal, and as they should, man. But what do you guys think in the comment section? A lot of Barcelona fans are 50-50 here or 70-30 here. Real Madrid fans, we are pissed because we are seeing Barcelona fans not even wanting this brother, or saying it doesn't make sense for our team, and we would absolutely do anything to get him, right? But anyways, I think he used us. Good luck, good job. It is what it is. Thanks so much. Let me know in the comment section what do you guys think. If you're a Madrid fan, how do you feel? If you're a Barcelona fan, how do you feel? Thank you so much. Like the video, comment and have a second comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and gracias amigos.